So welcome back to JSTyle peeps, and today this episode, don't know what it's gonna be. We've got a Peugeot 206 SW, something like that, I believe, for the sale as well. It's a 1.6 petrol, and basically we will be doing the ABS module because this one is dead. And how can you tell that? Well, normally basically if you go in the car, you've got the traction control light, and see that one there, that one there, and basically it stays on, and then another, and then you think, oh, you might have might have ABS sensor gone or ABS ring and stuff like that, and traction control light is on and stuff like that. So you probably think that it could be just the sensor, but when you try and plug it in to read the ECU, it kicks you out. So that means that the ABS ECU is gone. Unfortunately, that's the bad news. So this is basically the ECU and the whole ABS thing. You just go buy yourself a new one or used one, like what I did. Just make sure that the numbers are the same, and just can get a second hand and everything. As you can see, the numbers on top of there are the numbers exactly the same on top of there. And then it's just a pretty much straight swap. Not much there's nothing need to be coded or anything. Everything is easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Apart from, to replace that, you're gonna have to take the headlight. Well, I have seen a guy doing it without taking the headlight out and then using special spanners and stuff like that. I'm not going to be using no special spanners, just a normal 11mm as is. And I'm going to pop this headlight out because it's quite damn easy to do, I think so. And I'll basically explain to you step by step how to do it. Well, for the first of all, to remove the headlight, you can't just take the bolts out and then pop it off. You have to remove that bottom trim there. That goes separately, so it's held in by 2 T30s. Then that whole thing pops off. So you go get your T30 and basically pop one off, pop two off, and then obviously you still have 4 plastic clips like this. I've already taken them off before I was doing. So you got 4 plastic clips like that. I've only got 3 left now because I've snapped one. So, and then all you do is you pop this off, push this away, and then grab yourself a pry tool, wedge it into that corner, and it will pop off. Obviously I don't have a clip on this side there, but there's another little tiny one. But we'll see if I can show it. See that clip there? You've got to pop that out. Where's this? Like that, you just press down on it and it pops off. And if you leave them in there, you just take them out. Like that one there as well. Stay in there. So once the front piece is removed, grab yourself, well, you got to pop off this clip in here, and this piece will come out. Then you go 1, 2, 3, 10 millis. So that one is deeper in there, that one there, so 10 mil, 10 mil, 10 mils in my pocket. Unscrew this. Yeah, this one's already taken out. And then basically the headlight will slide out. And that's basically how do you remove headlights on a Peugeot. You will have to wriggle it over this part here, like that. And then the connectors. I'm just gonna rest mine on the ground. Don't forget this little slider pin, it goes inside back in there. That slides on that. So now then, what we've got 10 mil that holds there, another 10 in there, and another 10 in there. And then the battle of taking these off. These can be a nightmare because the case in itself, as you can see, is Ali, but the nut itself is steel. And what happens when Ali and steel meets together in wet conditions, it starts to react. Then you got white stuff. So you can either, well, I'm already unscrewed these are loose for me, and I'm gonna show you this little hack how to get them loose. So all of these are basically loose already. And if you might notice that some of these have got this little notch across. That is for a reason. Like that bottom one is not coming off. So I'll show us how to do it. Actually, yeah, got it. So you get yourself a chisel and basically put it like just on the corner of it and give it a bit of tap, and that will basically let you to unscrew it. Not this one. There we go. Before that I couldn't move it or anything, but now it's nice and free. Let's get this thing out of the way. Come on, as you can see, it's moving. Well, basically, another thing is what you're gonna have to do, unfortunately, is to drain your fluid, the brake fluid. There is actually a hack, apparently, that if you put a, well, so basically this is apparently a hack. So to stop the fluid from escaping from there, you put a plastic bag over top of the thing, the reservoir, just normal plastic bag, and then screw it down. So I'm gonna try it, see if it works, and then I'll let you know, because I've got the like that. That apparently should stop from leaking out of the pipes. Well, basically I'm gonna set yours up. I'm gonna go take out that one, that one, and that one, and then undo all these. You can really undo these now by hand. And I'm gonna install the new one, well, second-hand one, and then we'll go back inside of the car and see if the light has gone.
I got all the voters. I swear to God, I've been at it for a minute. Climbing to the top, and this music was my ticket. Found a way to grind, turn a passion to a business. No limit, I'ma get it, having millions as a witness. I'm addicted to winning, living up every single day. I'll be fighting and building up in a million different ways. I don't think I can stop, I think I need the chase. I love to race, and I'm running till I'm first place. Long nights, long flights, I'ma make it big. Big dreams, big sights since I was a kid. Doing things that I like, let the pieces fit. I like the pain, feel alive when I'm under it. I could change, adapt, do what I need to. All these obstacles, they look and see through. Don't let the anger out, just let it feed you. I'll see you at the top, just let me teach you. Yeah, I'ma be a high roller. Move forward in the battle like soldier. In the game like closer. I'll be at the top of the chain straight on.
That's how it all basically happened in the time lapse. These are all nice and tight. That's the screws back in there. You just undo these, 1, 2, and there's third one there. Undo them off that, and the T30 as well, same as for the things in there. And I really wonder why this is here, but it doesn't go anywhere. It's got on both sides. But basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the ignition on. I'm not sure whether you had to turn the car over or not, but we've got knee brakes anyways. See, that's it. We've got no more lights. This is all gone. They used to be there. They're not there anymore. So the next thing is to do now is the worst kind of part probably, is to bleed the brakes. You've got several options how to do them. Old pump with a leg method might work. I did it on a Civic, it bled it, but I was bleeding the caliper, not filling up the ABS pump. So what I'm gonna go for is the pressure bleeder. So you just get kit like that, make sure that the end stays on, the end goes on. Basically this here. So if you buy that one, I believe this is the right cap to go on top. Oh, actually, by the way, I don't know, but I didn't have much of brake fluid coming out after I put this thing on, but I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, so easy bleed kit basically will do. So that's what you're gonna have to either buy or borrow, but you need one of these pressure bleeders. And there is possibility sometimes that the air still gets locked, trapped in the ABS pump. So then you need to use something like this Delphi, whatever they call it, the diagnostic machine, to activate the ABS pump to spin it around. I'm gonna try to do it without doing it, and I'll let you know. But to be honest, before I even film the bleeding process, I have to do brake lines, brake pipes on driver's side. So I'm gonna go get that done first, and then we will proceed with the bleeding. Right, so peeps, the promised bleeding experiment. This is more than a freaking experiment at the moment, because there have so many things going wrong that I have got to do it like completely different sort of way. So here we've got a power bleeder hooked up to there. Make sure it's full, but I've already been bleeding the back. Normally start with the back first. I don't know. It's sometimes in manuals they say start back first, start front first, but I kind of do the longest ones first and then do for the shortest one. So as you can see, I have to remove parts in here due to the bleed nipples on Peugeots are so poorly that they absolutely just break off. So I've got to bleed now from the top. Like, there's no way to catch it, no way to see when the bubbles stop. Well, you can see when the bubbles stop because you don't see any more fluid coming out of there. So I might actually demonstrate this in a second. So see, same as on this side, I tried to open it and it just snapped off, so I had to bleed that one from the top. Honestly, if you do have to do this ABS job, it is a great time to upgrade all the braking pipes and calipers and whatever you're doing, so that you don't run into sort of problem like what I have. But basically all you do is you loosen the thingy. As you can see, it's coming out and you can see tiny bubbles coming through there sometimes, so that means the air is still in the system, and just keep on doing that until you see there's no there is no bubbles, and then just tighten it back up, and obviously then just clean it up with some degreaser or brake cleaner. I'm just using montage cleaner, doesn't matter, it's all same stuff. So, and then let it all drip down. But basically, I'm gonna drop this down on the floor and basically try to do the front. I'm not going to be filming much, I'm just going to be going step by step, because with these brake pipes and brake things and everything, I can't give you a decent video, unless everything was brand new, then yeah. So, but the main thing, the main concept, I will let you know whether you can do it without removing the needing to start the ABS pump and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get down to business and get the front on and see what happens. Right then, peeps, so the Peugeot, I bled the front ones out to bleed them exactly the same from the brake pipes because the nipples were completely knackered. And now she's all back together, nice and shiny. Just passed an MOT as well. Everything works perfectly fine. Bleeding through the nipple, through the pipe is perfectly fine if the nipple breaks. As long as you're not changing, that's fine. As long as the caliper ain't empty, you sort it. So brakes work perfectly fine. You don't have to use nothing. No, see, light
every now and then and ask if someone needs.
So the light goes off. Like I say, you don't have to change. You don't have to use no ABS pump thingy, the diagnostic machine. If you do it bleeding through the pressure washer, it's perfectly fine. No issues, no nothing. Brakes are working fine. Everything's working fine. There's no more ABS light. No warning on dash, no nothing. Lovely jubbly. I did have an issue though. I'll tell you one thing just in case it happens with you and you'll be thinking I wasted my time. After I changed the ABS pump and bled it the first time, my light came back on. I don't know why, don't know how. I ended up buying another one, plugging it in, but still on. I still couldn't read the ECU, so it was doing exactly the same what it did before. I've even ruled out that the front driver's side sensor had different, the ABS sensor had different reading to the other three. Yeah, and basically, I'll tell you exactly. So these wires, white and blue, green and red, white and red, and green and white. They are all ABS sensor wires that go to the ECU. But basically I already gave up. I thought I'll just drive it and see what happens. And literally I drove about maybe 2-3 miles. The light went off and I took it straight away to an MOT. No problem whatsoever, everything works spot on as it should. So yeah, I don't know what happened there, but literally the first day as I showed you the light went off. The next day I came back in, put it back on. Once I bled the rear brakes, the light came back on. So no idea what happened, but something did happen, but I've got no idea. Absolutely puzzled me to bits. But like I say, I drove it, so drive it around, take it to a drive for a spin somewhere far, and it might sort itself off if you have exactly the same issue that I just had there before. But basically, other than that, I've been driving about, everything's spot on, hasn't come back on, nothing. That's basically how you sort the issue with the ABS pump. You might say, well, why couldn't you drive it with the other one? I did drive with the other one quite a lot, and nothing changed whatsoever. With this one, light went off when I bought it. So that's the story of my adventure with this lovely blue Peugeot. But yeah, peeps, all I'm gonna say is thanks a lot for watching. Like and share, subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed it. And if you want to buy one of these, this is up for sale. Give me a message. But yeah, peeps, thanks a lot for watching. Like and subscribe, share, and I'll catch you in another adventure. Bye bye.